Runners all around the country today started a grassroots effort to show their support to Boston marathoners. They were asked to wear their running shirts today and some printed up tags with the Boston logo and pin them on their shirts. Chris Egert is just back from talking to some of those local runners tonight. Chris, what they have to say?
Well, Bill, around 50 runners met earlier tonight at Marathon Sports at 50th and Penn. They typically get together on Tuesday nights to train, but tonight it was different.
One after one, runners circled Lake Harriet. Their feet were light on this nice spring evening, but their hearts were heavy.
I try to think about what happened there and keep moving forward, which I think we all do really well, and really appreciate what we have.
Marathon Sports owner John Long said some quick words. Runner John Kurzman handed out bibs dedicated to Boston runners.
Everyone knows someone who was there.
And the 50 or so runners gathered here tonight were happy to pin them on as a show of support.
Runners united to remember.
Out of this group, around 7 or 8 had run the Boston Marathon before, like John Lindgren. He wore his shirt from the 2012 run.
We're together. Nothing's going to stop us.
Most of these runners knew someone who was in Boston. All were happy to report that none of their friends had been hurt.
You know, we want to all show support for everyone that everything that's bad that happened.
I knew a couple people running.
Anna Cavallo qualified for the Boston race last year, but didn't run.
It's strange seeing that happen and knowing I could have been there.
Out the door and down the sidewalks they went. Light on their feet, heavy hearts.
And there's an interesting backstory on Marathon Sports in Minneapolis. Now, Marathon Sports is the name of a store in Boston that was right on the finish line. And after the explosion yesterday, the Minneapolis store was getting calls from all around the country, people wanting information. The stores are not affiliated, but workers here were relieved to know that store workers out in Boston all ended up being okay. In the studio, Chris Egert, 5 Eyewitness News.